Hello, everyone. So I am so freaking excited to bring you this video on trauma. So I know that trauma is the buzzword right now, but it is time to break this stuff down and to understand it fully. So this all came to me last night as I was laying down. I put notes in my phone and woke up this morning and knew that this video needed to get out today. So if you are tuned in, what I want you to do is set everything else aside, set the noise of the outside world aside, open up to receive this information, to receive this message, and go ahead and take a nice deep breath. All right. So we all have trauma. You cannot live in this world and not have trauma. So that is what I want us to acknowledge first and foremost. It can be in small ways, it can be in large ways, okay? And if your trauma is activated, you are going to be doing things based on your trauma. So you will be doing things in your life because of that trauma being activated. So for example, drinking too much, drugs, addiction. The underlying cause of addiction is trauma, my friends. That is the truth of all of this, okay? And the reason is because your trauma is activated, so you feel pain. You have this pain in your body. You literally have a pain body. And you want to numb and you want to check out, and basically you don't want to be here. And so there comes the drinking, there comes the drugs, there comes the porn, there comes the over-sexualization, trying to escape within another person and another person's body and connection with them so that you can escape this pain that you are feeling that you have not yet addressed or that you have been unwilling to address your whole life, okay? Now, if you know where your trauma stems from, that is a huge first step, okay? So many people are unaware or haven't been willing to do the deep dive and look at their childhood and look at their early adulthood and say, what are the patterns here? What did I truly experience in childhood? And am I willing to speak truth to it? Because, my friends, we must have a witness to our pain. One person, doesn't need to be 100 person. One person to speak the truth to and witness our pain. What that does is it brings it from the unconscious, it brings it from the shadow, from the hidden, from the buried parts of us, and it pulls it out into the light. Now it's been made visible. Now it's in the light, okay? And in order to allow someone to do that, you must hold a safe, sacred space for them to reveal their pain to you, to reveal their trauma to you. And yes, usually that is in a form of a conscious conversation. Okay, which is why I do the work I do. Because if I can be a safe, sacred space for someone to reveal that which is hidden in the shadows, to make the unconscious conscious, oh my gosh, that is what I'm here for. That is such an honor. That's why God sent me to earth this time around, okay? Now, my friends, we have a witness to our pain, right? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna clear that layer of trauma. So trauma is stored in layers, my friends. This is not a one-time thing, okay? So for instance, if you were beat as a child, okay, you have layers of trauma literally stored in your body, all right? Now you have to acknowledge first and foremost and speak truth to the fact that you were beat as a child, okay? And then what happens is that trauma starts coming up because a layer wants to be released. And so what we do is we acknowledge it, but we don't relive the story. We clear it out. And that is what energy clearing is. That is what clearing a layer of trauma is, okay? And then once that layer is cleared, we are lighter. We are more free, okay? And then there will be another catalyst that happens that will spark that trauma again, and it will be an opportunity for you to say, I acknowledge it, I see it, I feel it in my body. Oh, I see myself binge drinking. I see myself reaching for that person to escape into, right? And I'm gonna pull myself out of it. I'm gonna pull myself back. I'm gonna take a breath. I'm gonna take a day. I'm gonna take a moment. And I'm gonna allow this layer of trauma that has been reactivated to clear out. And another layer is cleared, my friends. Okay? Now, that being said, if you are living from your trauma, you are doing things that are not in alignment with your soul, that are not in alignment with the truth of who you are, that are not in alignment with your integrity. Okay? If your trauma is activated, that is not the truth of who you are. That is pain. That is trauma. Okay? I want to say that is not of God. God is of the pure love. Okay? Trauma is not love, my friends. Trauma, I believe, is the opposite of love. Okay? And so when that is in our field, it causes distortions in our field. It causes distortion. Trauma causes distortions in our energy field. It is going to funk you up. Okay? And you're going to make decisions based on your trauma, not based on love, not based on your truth, not based on God, not based on integrity. Okay? Got it? And then it also goes back to the thing that God is in and through of all things, right? And so was your trauma there to help you rise above, to help you become the person that you were meant to be? Like, if I had never experienced trauma, would I be the healer that I am today? I don't believe so. And that still doesn't give excuses to the people that rippled trauma onto me or that caused my trauma, especially as a child. So what we need to do is we need to stop making excuses for people's bad behaviors. Okay? Oh, he didn't know he was giving you the silent treatment. Oh, he didn't know that that's how that was affecting you. Oh, because of his own pain, his own addiction, his own trauma, of course he's going to treat you that way. Absolutely not. It's to stop making those excuses for yourself and for other people, and to do the work that you need to do to heal, to hold yourself accountable first and foremost, and say, it is time to clear this, it is time to heal, it is time to live in my truth, and it is time to do this one step at a time. All right, my friends? Now, all that being said, it is about, the work that I do is about moving beyond the trauma. My intention is never to keep you stuck in that trauma, okay? So many times, and what I personally experienced 12 years ago through therapy was that they kept me stuck in the story and stuck in my trauma. The therapist that I was working with at the time, and it reactivated everything and it caused major panic attacks. That is not what we're doing here. What we're doing here is holding, again, safe, sacred space for you to have a witness to your trauma, for you to speak truth to it, for you to reveal it. There it is. All right, we got it, right? We're not going back into the story. We're acknowledging it, and then energetically and through our breath and through nature walks and through water, we're going to clear that layer. We are going to let it go. We are going to clear it. Okay? And again, on the other side, you're going to have an opening. You're going to feel so much more light. You are going to be so much more free. And you're going to have more awareness of the addictions, of the reasons that you are binge drinking, the reasons that you are checking out, the reasons that you are numbing yourself. All right, my friends, so I know so many of you are ready to move beyond it, and that's what this work is all about. It's about moving beyond the trauma, not staying in those freaking stories, moving beyond so that you can live the life that God intended for you, that you are meant to live here during your precious time here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for sharing this video. Please do go to the link in my comments if you want to work one-on-one with me. And what that means is simply a deeper dive into let's clear this stuff, or let's go to the next level, or let's acknowledge these patterns that are happening so that we can move beyond it. Much love, my friends. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you again very soon.